But let's do a little blended energy. Okay, just want to take a settled focus. And this is that whole upper right quadrant feeling I'm getting. And we're going to receive sun energy on this side. So just feel yourself bringing it in. And then any exhale is fine with it. Try 2, 3 of them. Flattened all the way out. It was like beach feeling with ocean way out there. And there's a fog way out there in the ocean that I can see. And I just want to resonate with that for a second. It's like the symbolism there of, I know the ocean's out there, but I can't necessarily see it right now. There's an Abraham Hicks story that links to that, but this visual is, we see some ocean, we know there's some okay, but then there's fog back there. And so it's up to us to choose to see through the fog or just keep the sense of the ocean is there. And I just want to kind of link up and participate with the idea of trusting things we don't see. Aligning with the side of the coin that's wanted that we maybe don't see, don't have the ability to perceive, understand. It's that kind of a feeling. So I'm just catching a little flow here on right side of body, symbolizing creating energy and benefits to self around not having answers right now. And that's a big layer, isn't it? My nerd side wants answers on everything. And the answers in the now are really kind of esoteric. They actually sort of fall into this spiritual plane, don't they? It's calling upon me and very likely you and everyone you know to retool some things, maybe things we've taken for granted, maybe things that even fall into, wow, I just cut this piece way out there like dreams. You guys are showing me you're upending my dreams with this energy in this now. And I want to say, I get that feeling. I can kind of resonate with it, but let's choose that our dreams are on course. We may not have, perfect vision of it. There may be pieces that are already starting to shift in there, but our dreams are on course. This links to trajectory energy, flowing energy. And then that flip side of that curve frequency that we've been working on, where we already see the downward slide in our mind's eye. This whole active future in my frequencies right now, it's just so busy when I sense it. I like to think of that as things happening on my behalf without my physical hands having to get too busy on them. Because don't you feel a little hand-tied right now? What can we do? What should we do? We should breathe. Let's do some green ones in the chest. Just saw a pyramid in front of me, make it green. And we're going to integrate that. It's like we're letting it go into our right temple bone. It's going to do a little work for us there. And then I can feel that kind of flow out my right side, being brought back to center. The tone on this that I heard is letting emotions come up and out. I'm sensing for me, I may need a little journaling later. I think I'm stuffing a few things. I think I might be holding down a few pieces, that I don't even really want to say out loud. So I may not say them out loud. I may just work them through on the higher self-relationship with a journal, pen and paper. And if you're feeling that kind of stagnant energy in there, give yourself a chance to do some auto writing. Write a question, what should I do? And see what comes back to you. Write a question, what would make me feel a smidge better right now? And see what you can catch. Okay, I'm going to reach into the earth, grab a breath. Bring it up. Okay, we're just toning for a second on some kind of stillness or light movement. Just hold for a few seconds. We may do 20, 30 seconds. Excellent. We're going to work around the ankles. I want you to see yellow around each ankle. My hands are moving in symbolism of kind of circular yellow ankle energy. And then I want to, almost like it's like a scanning machine, let it go up my lower legs and kind of hang out at my knees. So see it move. And let it hold a little bit there. I'm still getting that circular frequency. You don't have to hit that too hard in your mind. Just kind of perpetual motion feeling here. And then the circle energies are going to come up the thighs. And they're going to hold space kind of on the front of the pelvis right there. Little alignment there. You know, if you were to get into some of my history in the BGI world, which is a tonal chiropractic technique, there was a lot of training for us on the triangles of the body. And I'm feeling that right now, like pubic bones and the ASIS, which is the front of the actual pelvic bone. You can feel it if you push on it. And there's a triangular energy there that I just want to tone with a little bit, feel it, sense it. It's actually, to me, linking to, you know how we've talked a lot about maybe chakra energies or points of body energy. And this one is tailbone, sacrum, and it's the letting shit go frequency. So we're just going to kind of tone with a little bit. I can let some things go. We just work through that piece through the physical body. And then that yellow energy wants to move up. I want it to go right around your waist at the navel line. You can trace it with your hands if you need to and just kind of get a little connection there. This is circumference energy, all-encompassing energy. I want you to feel a lightness there with your breath. Let it move a little bit as you inhale, exhale. Getting kind of a light movement. It feels, and I heard the phrase serpentine in my head, like snake sliding back and forth. Sort of a replication of maybe infinite energy or a pendulum focus, just a slight back and forth here. It sounds odd when I say it, but it's almost like that, a worm motion too, just a creeping along inchworm. I think we might have even had worm the other day, and the symbolism there of just a bit at a time, a bit at a time. Links into a body torsion feeling I'm getting about feeling. This is interesting. Some of our body or our senses of wanting to just walk forward, like we mentioned yesterday, wanting to go through this, and then the bottom part of the body going, can't we just go back to 2 weeks ago? It's like there's a split tone there. I get it. I feel it too. So just with intention, we're going to let that middle body kind of realign itself, I guess is the word I'm looking for there. And this has to do with allowing of the now. And I'm bringing like a pencil thin line intention up into the very recesses of my brain, kind of hearing, sensing like old brain, reptilian brain, animalistic energy, And I want to just bring sense to that point. Sort of like homage or hello to it. Yes, I know you're scared. I know you want to run. I know you want to hide. I know you want to flee. I know you maybe even want to fight. There's all these different things coming up. You maybe want to hoard. There's vibrations there. And so we're just linking to it and saying, hello, I hear you. Giving it a chance to slither away. There's been a lot of pressure on slithery snake energy over a long time because it's had implications linking to the opposite of light. And I just want to lovingly, lightly say that, just kind of that's fallacy energy, guys. There's no dark switch. There's only light energy. So we can use any symbolism we need or want around anything. Switch it to whatever feels good. But in my world, please don't think that I'm linking there. I just felt kind of clear that out for people in case there's a bounce. We need all sides of self, instinctual caveman reptile energy and all. Let it bring through. And then I want to move that yellow up another realm. And this is going to go under the armpits, but all the way around the top of the body. And there's a strong feeling of inhale, exhale, and an expulsion, kind of a, can we have a strong no thank you without it being a yes in energy world? Anything you give your attention to becomes a yes. And this gets a little tricky when we're flooded with vibes right now. So just a little guidance on a strong expulsion is just a clean slate energy making room for wanted. So a couple kind of upper chest breaths. Felt that lung energy come in. I think there's a heightened sense in the lung realms with the diagnostics that are going on right now and how we're integrating and processing things that we're choosing to look at or not looking at. And so we're just giving a nod and an appreciation for even down to the level of alveoli, oxygen exchange going capillary in nature. We're just toning there a little bit. Thank you, body. Ha, there it is. Thank you, body. What's wrong with that? Thank you, body. Give a little sense there. And I want to put on, at the same time as kind of pushing it through, a yellow, kind of a globe-like spherical relationship around the head. Almost looks like spacesuit kind of frequency. But this is divine nature coming through, not a, ooh, keep me away from. It's a sense of well-being, and we're using that color yellow that we're just allowing in and around our headspace. It's our job to filter experiences, frequencies, thoughts, patterns, emotions right now, and this tone is just kind of a reminder of I get to choose what goes in here. One more line on this right ear. I'm being pulled to your right ear, my right ear. Symbolism of I'm hearing what I want. And if this feels like head in the sand, it kind of is, I think. But it's a little bit of just relationship with the auditory senses and being able to use that discerning mechanism you have to find different frequencies that feel good. Music's been coming at me a lot. And silly music that makes me happy. It's like I just got a cone on my ear of take it out to the right as far as you can in your vibe and grab things that please you. And then they just have a really easy entry into your auditory senses, your human senses, because your spiritual senses catch everything. So we're just letting that come in as wanted. Music, fun things, vibe tribe, friends, love. Really strong toning here on intention. Okay, friends, now we're going to, interesting, take the gloves off for a second. Set them down. I didn't even know we had gloves on, but we're taking them off. And I've got my hands like this, and I just want them to sit open on the top of my thighs. I kind of want to visualize just that receiving mode, that holding space, that toning. There's a touching feeling. There's an atmospheric kind of you're touching everything sense. Because there's so much distancing right now, and touch is sort of one of our biological needs. I want you to really make sure that you're doing connections even with yourself, just holding your arms, feeling your arms, just kind of grabbing on. Sounds kind of weird to say like self-touching. Take it wherever you want on that. But the tone here of just like that feeling, or self-massage. I went to a yoga retreat a few years ago, this one, and there was techniques on self-massage. So maybe you can Google it and just, work your hands a little bit, get that touch frequency in. We're not getting as much touch. So make sure you're able to do that. I mean, shoot, you can feel your shoulders, you can feel your arms, you can even, if you can get your leg in the right spot, a foot massage, and being present and able to connect there is really powerful right now. So as we close up this Max Vibe session, I just want to leave you on the note of yellow is our for fun, high vibe color, linking through the weekend and giving you kind of a little vibe set point there of clarity, newness. Let's link to our spring tones and appreciation. All right.